We have seen over the years that the issues and problems in the world and challenges are not localized and not isolated. They are so interlinked. In conflict areas, people are suffering in many ways, and hunger, malnutrition, denial of education, trafficking, child labor became very common. Many of the children, women and men who don't have any food security, they are compelled to leave the place and becoming refugees in other parts of the world. So it is not always the physical security, but also the food security, which is pushing these people to leave the places, their homes and countries. So it's a serious problem that the conflict, hunger, slavery, denial of education, acute poverty, ill health are so intermingled, and that makes the lives of millions of people, hundreds of millions of people, so miserable. It's very unfortunate that more than 60% of child labor workforce is in agriculture sector. 30, 40 years ago, the nature of agriculture has not been so hazardous for children, but now it has become very, very dangerous because of use of chemicals and other kind of pesticides and insecticides. Similarly, the use of heavy machines and electricity, that became very dangerous for the children to work. And secondly, now we live in the age of knowledge economy. If the children were kept to work in agriculture sector in rural areas, as we see now, they have to compromise on their education, and particularly on quality education. So they cannot compete with rest of the children easily. And secondly, they also feel different kind of health hazard. So that the cumulative effect of these situations make millions of children quite vulnerable for other kind of exploitation as well. We share many things common in terms of ideas. I've been working actually for quite some time that different UN agencies should work in coordination and cooperation and become more proactive to solve the problem of children, because my priority are my children in the world. And the children who are hungry, children who are poor, children who are denied education, children who are forced to work as child laborers and child slaves, the children who are facing ill health, they are the same children. So these problems are so interrelated. And that's why FAO is one of the leading agencies in the United Nations system and in the international community that will have to play a very, very important role in solving the problem of hunger for children so that they can securely go to school and not fall into the trap of child labor, slavery and trafficking.